your fancy. You can have it any way you want. Your fancy. You can have anything you like. It's your fancy. You can have it any way you want. Your fancy. You can have anything.
This is for you, Pisces. February is the month of the angelic frequencies of the gemstone Amethyst. Your birthstone is Aquamarine, Pisces, so what we need to do is see how these two different gemstones actually resonate with each other. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. To contact me, you can visit our website at www.readingsbyrosemary.com, where we provide you with all the information you need on how to obtain one of our spiritual consultations, our psychic astrology, Rosicrucian Kabbalah, as well as classes and upcoming seminars. February's gemstone of Amethyst has the light emanations of the astrology archangel Cambriel, and your zodiac sign gemstone of Aquamarine has the properties of light bestowed by the zodiac archangel called Amethyst. That's the zodiac angel of Pisces. Now stay right here as we give you the gemstones particular to your first ruling planet of Jupiter, Pisces. We have topaz, yellow jade, chrysoberyl, and yellow sapphire, and these are the precious stones used to align oneself with the energies of the planetary angel Zadkiel, who is assigned to the planet Jupiter in Kabbalah, also called Sachiel, being Hesediel or Zadakiel, since these names and resulting slightly varying angels corresponding to Jupiter apply cooling, albeit various levels of bestowal, compassion, wealth, and health. So be very mindful of your own intentions and your own potency when utilizing these powerful gemstones in unison with each other. The planet Jupiter, being your first ruling planet, is associated in Kabbalah with the Sapphire of Chesed, where we find the planetary archangel Zadakiel, Hesediel, or Sachiel. Kabbalah teaches us that this Sephirah and Archangel Zadkiel, but Zadakiel very specifically in many Kabbalistic texts, are associated with both mercy and memory. Zadakiel is known as the righteousness of God. He is sometimes identified as the angel of the Lord in Genesis chapter 22, verses 11 to 12. And behold, an angel of the Lord from heaven called to him, saying, Abraham, Abraham. And he answered, Here I am. And he said to him, Lay not thy hand upon the boy, neither do thou anything to him. Now I know that thou fearest God, and hast not spared thy only begotten Son for my sake. Jupiter is known as the attribute of God the Father, found in Isaiah 63:16. For thou art our Father, and Abraham hath not known us, and Israel hath been ignorant of us. Thou, O Lord, art our Father, our Redeemer, from everlasting is thy name. January's gemstone of Garnet has the light emanations of the astrology archangel Hanael, and your Neptune gemstones of lapis lazuli and sapphire have the properties of light bestowed by the planetary archangel Asariel. The planet Neptune is your second ruling planet, associated with the planetary archangel Asariel, as well as the Sephirah of Keter in the most popular Kabbalistic assignments, while others place the realm of Lord Poseidon in Chokhmah. Such attributes show up in his often sea green garments and trident, indicating his high-ranking status. Asariel is the angel whom God has bound by oath, while some scriptures name him as the angel Zadkiel, and again others call him Zadakiel. Neptune is known as the attribute of God the Deliverer, our salvation, found in Matthew 14:25, and in the fourth watch of the night he came to them walking upon the sea. Your water guardian Archangel Gabriel speaks to you from your Pisces astrology Archangel Omnitziel. This is an angelic horoscope transmission from your Pisces zodiac angel Omnitziel, who resides over the fish's mutable water, and here are his messages for you in the areas of love, money, and health. First, Omnitziel's love, rapture, and romance transmission with the help of the mighty Archangel Gabriel, who is the water archangel who resides over all the water signs, and also in the earthly correspondences or coordinates resides over the west, and in the celestial correspondences resides over the north. For Omnitziel's love, rapture, and romance transmission, the crimson angelic light frequencies of Omnitziel combine with immense vitality, oscillating forth a considerably vibrant, lustrous, and luxurious light show from the gemstone of Amethyst improves your relationships, bringing you a very privileged and advantaged reputation. This permutation of Zodiac Angel Cambriel's natural 11th house attributes, in addition to your own Pisces energies, brings you an overflowing amount of first-class friends with the traditional zodiac sign of Aquarius, because of the very delightful properties of the gem, which distills happiness through an enlivening of the heart chakra, permeating into the physical world via vivacious expressions of the root chakra. For Omnitziel's money and wealth transmission, finances become available through successful business innovation. That's going to be very important. Made possible with scientific, economic theory applied during an astrological progression where yellow jade added to lapis lazuli energy, then applied to amethyst, unites astrology archangelic forces known to Omnitziel and Cambriel, sustaining your relationships and reputation for advantage in obtaining your ultimate career field, or whatever field of study is important to you. The foundation of spiritual enlightenment is found within the self and is projected outward towards the periphery of the monad, which is described in Kabbalah as everything considered not self. The root chakra is established in a cheerful environment. With February's gemstone allows you to pour unlimited amounts of happiness and cheerfulness into the world. In this way, you provide pleasant experiences for yourself and very good experiences for other people as well. Omnitziel's health and fitness transmission. Health focuses on strengthening the root chakra and the lower legs, best done through a healthy, well-balanced diet and moderate exercise as allowed by your elected physician. You're going to find the energetic frequencies of yellow, jade, and lapis lazuli mixed with amethyst very stimulating during February, causing you to feel more like you want to do the things that you know are going to give you a lot more energy. Your root chakra is deemed to be the most important chakra in some cultures, which consider that our familiar chakra arrangements are actually presented to us in an upside-down fashion. One should also keep in mind that although people should be treated fairly, men and women are not the same in their physical anatomy, obviously, but also they're not the same in their chakra system or the anatomy of their chakras. Most ancient methods of building chi or ki in the body via energy pathways are based on energy configurations found in the male body. And that's very important, because what males find invigorating, females often find draining, and vice versa. Therefore, you've got to know your own body, and you've got to trust yourself. Keep in mind that some males have quite a lot of female astrological characteristics, such as water and earth attributes in their astrology charts, while some females might have male characteristics due to strategically placed fire and air elementals in their birth charts. Astrocartographic considerations must also be brought to light for a complete revelation of inner characteristics now coming squarely into view. Now, before we get into the divine tone for your sign and the meditation for that, what we want to do is give you a little taste of some of the higher portions of our class on Kabbalah or Kabbalah and our class on Merkaba or Merkaba. Tomato. So first we're going to give you one of the higher advanced subgroup classes for Kabbalah, which is who is God, who is the Satan or Hasatan, the Satan, the adversary. God is the ego brought to its fullest expression and then objectified for use by the soul towards achieving a higher state of being and a more expansive, integrated consciousness. On the other hand, conversely, Satan, or Hasatan, the adversary, is the ego brought to its state of least expression, where all desires are denied, subdued, and restricted due to subjective survival, contracted, recoiled, and isolated consciousness. That's a very reptilian root chakra consciousness, where the other is a crown chakra consciousness, the God consciousness, the higher mind. So we have Keter, the crown, and Malkut, the root. So what we have here is we have the Kabbalistic teaching that Keter is in Malkut and Malkut is in Keter. Therefore, you can approach semblance of form with the Creator via these two chakras, which are brought to the fullness of their expression. Because if you think about it, you have to take these specifics, and you have to take the ego and you have to expand it unlimitedly and objectify it as a creature for you to create a creature that you have created as God. That makes you creator. Then you take or you can, conversely, you can take an ego and you can limit it to something very small, contract it and recoil it to something very, very small, and you can then subjectify it where it's in a subjective state of mind. And when you have that, you have both of these are situations where you are able to begin to reach semblance of form with the Creator. But you're the one doing it. So in the analogy that's made often, Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster, the Creator is Dr. Frankenstein, and his monster can be one kind or the other. But they're still his creations, using the creative force. And the creative force, according to Kabbalah and Kabbalistic writings, and it's called Borei, the force of creation that you're going to utilize. And we often see that as electricity. We often see that as that electrical force. So there's a lot of correspondences in all of this. So you can take any one of these phrases that we consider to be a type of integer, and you can mix them up, and you can, by doing that, rearranging them into various permutations, you can end up with the varying other sephira besides Keter and Malkut. You can have them being the other chakras beside the crown and the root chakra. You can have, other than the Most High and Hasatan, you can have all the various angels and demons in between, because they're angels and demons in between heaven and Hades. Now, to get more to the Merkaba stem of the portion that we're going to give you of a taste of one of the more advanced classes for the subgroup for Merkaba. We have our class that we've developed called The Miracle. And here's a taste of it. Now, see yourself as so big, the job for which you are applying is easily accomplished the moment you step through the door. Envision yourself as so very powerful that a simple, well-rehearsed signature saves the forest. Know yourself as having so much integrity that all beings around you heal miraculously in your presence. That's your supernals, and that's the part of you that's eternal. That's the part of you that does not die. That's the part that lasts forever, and it's connected to the Jupiter, a Sephirah where Jupiter resides, and that's the Sephirah of Chesed or Hesed, and that's where mercy resides, and that's where memory is, and that's the merciful king. And that's where memory comes and enables you to have sort of a learning into your next incarnation, or for your eternal ability to fit in to the universal organism where everybody's got to give. Or the word bestow is better than give. Bestow is a more magnanimous term. I'm not sure if there's another word that would be more. Every language has a probably a word for that. It's sort of a bestowal is not giving in a way that it causes any kind of malice or menacing thought. Bestowal is more nurturing. That's the word. It's more nurturing. Now, you're going to find that you're going to be able to find communities where you're more cherished and where you're more needed, and spiritual communities where you're more needed and more cherished, and that will be very important to you. For some reason, it's difficult for female Kabbalists to express themselves, and perhaps that will be something that is easier to deal with as we move along through this as the age of Aquarius becomes more and more present and more anchored and more. Not everybody wants to agree that we're in the age of Aquarius, but basically, women are more easily, basically women are more sensitive. And of course there's sensitive men and insensitive women, but generally speaking, women are more sensitive. So it's harder for women to do battle with each other. And but again, women Kabbalists are out there, and they're teaching, and they're very, very, very helpful. And we should allow the women Kabbalists to speak up more. You're able to, during this time also, glean what is essential for bringing your ideas to fruition, bringing them from the realm of the all-potential morphogenic field into the now multidimensional reality in which we all together find ourselves, being a galactic community that must interact with each other. Trust in beings you know to be reliable. Through your own familiarity with them is the most important crux of the matter. The future looks brilliant for those who have been authentic, so be very pleased and go about your normal routine with great confidence. A profusion of competency is bestowed at this time, allowing you to appreciate others as well as improving their lot in life, affording each person an actual piece of the pie rather than unrealistic pipe dreams, which produce mere gossamer affectations. You seek to encourage all entities with the enjoyment of increasing their own fame and fortune through giving them a bird's eye view of reality as you see it, showing them pretty much how they might become as renowned and fortunate as you have become. So this is, you know, sort of a welcome to my world, as the cliche goes, where everybody is able to show exactly what they're going through and how they deal with reality and how they deal with things, and in this way we're all able to help each other and make each other's lives better. Throughout this time, it's important to prioritize all the plans that you've systematically written down for yourself. You're going to want to reorganize your priorities and your lists and revamp plans according to their strategic importance. Give yourself kudos, though, for all your detailed accomplishments, and give yourself credit for the goodness you bring to the world. Complicated maneuvers are essential in life's ongoing games, as well as necessary for reaching trophies promised to all conquering heroes upon their return home after winning rigorous competitions. You're a giver, and you have many plans for how to make sure everyone in your life has a fair chance to be a champion as well. You know that every being has value to offer to the planet and to the galaxy and to the universe. A disclaimer's in order here. High magic should be used with all mindfulness. Since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed, this is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Remember to chant your divine tone of I believe, or try out the higher aspect of simply meditating on the quality of believing, and be wise, be well, be all you are meant to be, Pisces. Thank you for joining us. Join us again.